To no surprise of anyone, the fitness industry has lied to you, and I'm going to tell you exactly how. Once again, welcome to the Hero Sports Podcast. I am Troy Bushido, 15 plus year fitness industry veteran who has seen his share of bullshit. And I am going to reveal the top 5 biggest lies the fitness industry has told you. I'm going to expose the bullshit, even though I've been a part of it for this long. But like I said, I'll share with everything on the way. Once again, this podcast is made for the geek, gamer, or cosplayer, the elder millennial. We are the emo, the elder millennial order for life. I almost did the hand thing wrong when you in the video podcast, but I'm just here to make sure you guys don't get misled, dissuaded, or discouraged on your own fitness journey. Because here's the thing, we rebranded to Heroes Forge from Superhero Forge Fitness to really put the mental health at the forefront, the self-esteem at the forefront. People get into the fitness industry for, first off, surface level reasons, vanity reasons for the most part, body image reasons. But the thing is, even if you did get to those goals, they may not help you feel better about yourself. And even if they did, it wasn't the results that got you feeling better about yourself. That's just an icing on the cake. No, it's a process that you went through. The confidence that you built by fulfilling promises to yourself using healthy habits that got you feeling good about yourself. So instead of working from outside in, I'm finally putting my money where my mouth is and working from inside out. However, I'm a one dude, and I'm not a fitness model per se. I'm just a normal geek that has grown up skinny fat, grown up out of shape, grown up not physically adept. I have a bunch of allergies. So I'm the guy who built himself from the ground up. I started this journey at 144 pounds of skinny fat, skinny arms and no abs. I am right now 160 pounds of, well, actually I'm 170. Well, in better shape than before, but no fitness model shape. Why is that? Well, there's just a lot of things that I would have to have done to be a better looking fitness model, to be a better fitness influencer that I just don't want to do. That I'll tell you what I would have done, tell you how I would have done it, and maybe, just maybe, it'll be put in perspective on, if I'm such an awesome personal trainer, why don't I look like other trainers on Instagram? But you know what? Call me bitter. I'm just going to expose it. The top 5 lies the fitness industry has told you. First lie, the unrealistic diet trend. Oh, and I'm going to throw them all under the bus. Let's start with keto, all right? This was a diet created for adolescent epileptics, people that go through epilepsy because their body doesn't process glucose properly, and it puts them in seizures. So they created this high-fat diet. Now, people that tried this diet lost a lot of weight and very quickly because it did what every other diet every 10 years did, and demonize carbohydrates. You see, carbohydrates in and of itself isn't harmful. What's going to get you fat is a calorie surplus. That's not from carbs. That's usually coming in the form of carbs mixed with fat to create a very palpable, very tasty, very calorically dense food. McDonald's is high calorie for a reason. Cake is high calorie for a reason. Fast food, convenience store food, it's all high calorie for a reason, because in order to make it taste good and make you really want to have it, I wouldn't say addicted to it, but really want to have it, they have to combine it with sugar, salt, and fat to make it incredibly tasty. But when you do that, you create a lot of calories for very little food, and it'll make you want to have more of it. Now, going back to the fitness industry, they just make it so that if you follow their gimmick diets, you're going to get a lot of quick results out the gate. You see, any low-carb diet such as Atkins or keto, it goes by so many different names. It's all the same fucking thing. And no, I don't give a crap about swearing. I'm from Chicago, and I don't have a 4Kids tag on YouTube, so fuck. Anyway, all these low-carb diets saying the same exact damn thing. But what happens when you go on a low-carb diet? you drain your muscles, drain your body tissue of stored water. You see, when you take in carbohydrates, it gets stored into your muscles and liver in the form of what's called glycogen. For every 1 gram of carb you store in your muscles, you store 2 to 3 grams of water. Hence the term carbohydrate. Water comes with carbs in order for it to function in your body. So when you don't eat any carbs, you'll eventually drain the carbs from your muscles and liver. Not your body fats, your carbs. And with it, your water. So you'll all of a sudden see, oh gosh, I lost 7 pounds in a week. And then you cry because you lost maybe 8 pounds the next week. Or no pounds. Or nothing at all. Or you gained weight. Or you gained a pound again. And you're wondering what the fuck happened. Carbohydrates have been the whipping boy on and off for decades. And it's easy to create a low carb diet or a carb cycle diet or a keto diet. Even the most popular keto dieter still eats carbs. Come at me, Brandon Carter. I don't give a fuck. I know who you are. I know you king keto on the internet. I know you're on that TRT. Hey, you know what? I came into this episode hot. I may even cut this section, but I don't give a shit. Other diet trends that fitness influencers do, the detox tea, aka the very expensive herbal laxative. Oh, you want to lose 5 to 10 pounds out the gate? Go ahead and have their diarrhea tea. You'll be losing more water weight. And in probably the most uncomfortable way, I hope you have a toilet handy. Oh, how about the waist trainer? The waist trainer, again, water weight manipulation. You wrap it around your waist. You sweat all the fluids that are in your midsection. That's probably not that healthy because internal organs probably need water in order to function. So if you want kidney failure because that area of your body doesn't have any water to sustain the organs, that's your funeral. But hey, you look a little slimmer once you sweat off all your water. Guess what's gonna happen the moment you drink more water? Oh, be back to where you started. The sweat waist thingy sheds water weight from your gut, so it looks like you're slimmer, but it ain't permanent. Have you ever wondered why they all wear those waist trainers all the time? Because the moment they take it off, it looks cool. It's that dopamine hit of, oh, I look so slim. And then the moment they rehydrate their body, hits it, goes right back to where it was, probably even worse off, because the body is in a hyper adaptation purpose and realizing, oh wait, we don't want to kill our internal organs. Let's store even more water in their gut. Now, I put all of this in just the first lie. I'm on fire, suckers. But the thing is, it all comes back to one thing. Unrealistic diets, creating unrealistic manipulations to just fuck with your water weights to give you a false sense of weight loss. That is the first lie. All that clustered together, the keto diet, the Atkins bullshit, the detox teas, the waist trainer, all that is just in one lie. Let's get into that. Unrealistic body standards. It seems like every dude has to be at sub 10% body fat to look like they're in shape. Every woman needs to have abs and tits and ass at the same damn time. You know what? Fuck Kim Kardashian for using plastic surgery to create unrealistic body standards. Yeah, I'll throw the Kardashians under the bus. I don't care. I'm very spiteful this episode. Fuck the fitness influencers that go through unsustainable diets that the bodybuilding and the physique industry use to shed themselves down to a very unrealistic body weight. And then they take a picture of it. Pictures last forever, baby. Do you think they look like that all the time? Hell no. Not at all. Guess what happens? You show off that picture and maybe you do a photo shoot. So you have like 20 pictures. Look, I hang out with cosplayers. I hang out with models. So we take a lot of pictures in one shoot. So a fitness model could show off that physique for years to come, even if they don't have that physique anymore. I'm going to predict that maybe certain fitness models like to wear super baggy clothing in the gym, not just for comfort, but just that internal thing of, oh wow, I don't look like that right now, so I don't want to show my body. So I'm going to look like I'm wearing pajamas in the gym. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But speaking of unrealistic body standards, oh God, the Photoshop. You could mess with your picture in 2 seconds to make yourself look curvier, more buff, more rounded, more full-figured, more slim, more ripped, and more cut and more jacked with Photoshop. Easily. And you know what? On that note, I'm going to blend these two. I'm going to blend line number 2 and 3 together with proper posing and proper camera and angle awareness, you can make yourself look incredibly shredded, incredibly slim. And then Photoshop kicks in, and then the editing kicks in, and then the camera magic, boom, hits you. And a model is looking 15 times better than on any given day. But that's the beauty of modeling, especially fitness modeling. One picture, tweaked, prepped, and altered lasts forever. And perception becomes reality. Speaking of perception, here's lie number 4. Bought followers. You could buy followers. In fact, you could buy an entire fitness influencer profile. Buying followers. There's quite a few things you can do. On social media, you could buy a slew of bots. On top of that, you could go into iStock, and for $13 per set, you could buy before and after photos of people you've never met, pretend they were your clients, and claim credit for their transformations. You could also go, and for like $5 a person, you can go into Fiverr. You could hire random people to film videos praising your services. There's stuff on Fiverr. I will provide a quality video testimonial or model your product. I'm almost tempted to do that. I'm almost tempted to just be a freelancer and be like, I will be a fake testimonial. But then again, I will not be able to sleep at night. You could also spend $200 to $2,000 to publish yourself in magazines, whether it's fitness magazines or business magazines. Jeez, you could do all sorts of social media manipulation to make yourself look even more credible than you are. It's nuts. So let's review before we get to number 5. Number 1, unrealistic diets and water manipulation to fake diet yourself, fake fat loss. Number 2, unrealistic body standards created by perception being reality. Number 3, Photoshop as well as modeling tricks. Number 4, bot followers, bot testimonials, and bot before and after pictures. Bot creds. And here we go. Number 5, the biggest fitness industry lie that has been told to you, the myth of spot reducing. This has been on and on and on for decades. Spot reducing is a myth created by the fitness and marketing industry to sell devices, and sell tricks, and sell gimmicks. Here's how it works. You exercise a specific area of your body over and over and over again for a high amount of repetitions. What do you think happens? You get a lactic acid buildup in that area. I'm just doing ab crunches sitting on my seat right now, but just for instance, because I'm imagining this little ab cruncher machine that makes you crunch like this. I may put up a picture of it in post, but you get the idea. Now, if you're doing enough repetitions, you build up lactic acid and it burns. The fitness marketing industry has said, oh, that's not lactic acid. That's the fat being burned from that area. Keep doing hundreds of repetitions with our gimmick, and it'll just burn and burn, and eventually the fat in that area will go away. The fitness marketing industry has always used the words toning and burn fat in this area to perpetuate the myth of spot reduction. Like cardio equipment that makes you work your arms and work your legs. You could tone your arms and legs with this elliptical machine. No, it's a cardio machine. It's a fancy cardio machine. It'll help you burn fat all over if paired with a good diet. For wherever you think your muscles are burning, the marketing machine will tell you, oh, that is fat being burned away. Lactic acid? Never heard of it. And that's a trick. That's been going on for years. There's ab torso wheels that have sold 6-packs. Ab crunching machines that have sold 6-packs, ab rocking machines that have sold 6-packs, all because when you do enough of those reps in your stomach, lactic acid builds, cramping happens. But it must be fat! It ain't. Now, I'm already about 15 minutes into this podcast, and I thought I would be done in 10. 5 myths, 5 lies for the fitness industry. Mic drop! But no. I feel bad without parting ways with some sound advice on how to actually create a better body for yourself. So let me go to each lie one more time and give you one single tip that would help you out. First lie, unrealistic diets. Most eating habits and most diets could help you lose fat in the long term if they give you a very healthy and very mild calorie deficit. Every diet under the sun, if they work long term, has used the principle of calorie deficit. Intermittent fasting. Let's remove a meal. There goes a third of your calories for the day. Boom, it works. Eating 5 times a day. Oh, you're going to keep grazing your calories because you're never ever going to be starving and overeat. Boom, calorie deficit. Eating whole, minimally processed foods. Well, they'll keep you fuller longer. Boom, calorie deficit. A predominantly protein diet with a little bit of carbs, a little bit of fat. Hey, protein and vegetables, they fill you up. So that way you're not taking a lot of calories. Boom, calorie deficit. Mediterranean diet, calorie deficit. Paleo diet, calorie deficit. Sometimes vegan and plant-based dieting, depends on the calories, but a lot of times calorie deficit. A mild calorie deficit will help you burn the body fat that's in your body to make up that deficit. That's how it works. So find an eating pattern that works for you. If you need help with that, go ahead and DM me on Instagram. I'll put my tag on here. We'll talk more about it. In fact, if you want to talk even more, Discord link in the description below. I'd love to chat with you on there. Unrealistic body standards. Oh, they're going to be out there. The best way to not get bombarded with unrealistic body standards is to prune your social media. Idolize people that have similar body types to you and do feel good about themselves. They're out there. Shoot, I go into the Fitbit app and there's all sorts of body types on the Fitbit app. Shredded, curvy, wheelchair, male, female, non-binary. There's all sorts of people on the Fitbit app. And I'm not advocating the Fitbit app, even though I really wish I had an affiliation with them. But they have so much body inclusivity, probably more so than any industry that does technology-based fitness. But point being, idolize somebody that's maybe 2-3 steps ahead of you in their fitness journey. Not fitness model ABC that's 15 steps ahead, probably has a genetic advantage, and probably has been at it for years. You don't want to worship Yoda. You want to worship Obi-Wan because he's a little bit more relatable. Photoshop. Well, if you ever do modeling, if you do cosplay, get a great photographer. They're going to pose you, and they're going to position you, and they're going to edit you beautifully without compromising who you are. So you can feel better about you being you. Look me up on Instagram. I'll show you so many good photographers. I know a lot of them. Followers. Don't let the follow count fool you. What value somebody brings to you in the form of information, in the form of relatability, that's what should get your attention, not their testimonials. I fucking hate testimonials. Even if they're true, I've been in the industry for so long, I just smell sales tactics and I hate it. It makes me jaded. For now, I'm doing it the old-fashioned way. Followers, value, and when the time is right, ask. But anyway, spot reducing. Understand this. Get stronger with your entire body overall. Put yourself in a mild calorie deficit using a combination of an eating plan that you could sustain and movement that you enjoy. Boom! That's how you mess with it. Here's the thing. If you felt like you gained fat in any certain area, the good news is that you didn't do anything wrong. You'll have a genetic disposition of where you place fat, and you'll have a genetic disposition of where you burn fat. So for instance, if you're the type of person that just has a lot of fat around the midsection and it's not stress and cortisol based, then it might be just a genetic disposition and not having abs. The fat will probably leave that area last. Prime example, Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. He's been getting thrown under the bus as of late because he keeps oversaturating himself. Black Adam, I'm looking at you. But the Dwayne Johnson hating train has been a little bit overboard. In fact, they're like, well, The Rock's so jacked, why doesn't he have abs? Well, his dad didn't have abs and he was jacked. He is of Samoan heritage and there's very few Samoans with abs. I'm not being racist here, but the Polynesians and Southeast Asians, me being one, we have a horribly hard time getting abs. We can get jacked as a mofo, but dang, it's tough to get abs. So The Rock doesn't have abs, he just has jacked up everything else. Point being, sometimes your genetic disposition determines where fat's placed and where fat's being taken out. You did nothing wrong, just do your best to create the best body overall and things will fall into place. If you're still insecure about it, wear clothing that actually accentuates your strengths and not even hides your weaknesses, just pops your strengths. I love loose-waisted sleeveless hoodies myself, not because I'm a dude bro, but because I am insecure about my midsection, being that Southeast Asian. Really hard to get abs, but I can get some pretty poppin' arms, I can get some decent hair. For some reason, my family line has traps like Brock Lesnar. Shout out to my cousin Ray Ray. He got Brock Lesnar traps, and so did I. But you accentuate your strengths when you dress, and you'll feel much better about yourself. All right, hopefully I took this very negative toned video of the fitness lies and spun it to a positive. If you did like that, go ahead and put a like on this video. Go ahead and subscribe if you felt valuable in this. Put some feedback and more myths into the comments below. And if you need a cheat sheet, there's going to be a PDF in my Discord. Go ahead and link the Discord, and then you're going to see it under free resources. Go ahead and download all the free resources from all the videos. And if there's anything I can do to help you out, just let me know. I'm here to help you, the millennial geek, gamer, or cosplayer. This has been Troy Bushido. I'm going to play some video games now. But in the meantime, I'll talk to you soon.